Even though I have to tell you that some of it has to do with, APUA really dropping the ball.
This is
Because
Antigua Newsroom.
about we could be producing 2 million more gallons of water today. And one of the reasons why we do not have that additional 2 million gallons, because APUA does not have any of the membranes in stock. A few years ago, before Mr. Rodriguez died, and my cabinet police can confirm this, they were given instructions by the cabinet to make sure that they stock enough membranes that they never run out of membranes. Now, what seemed to have happened? They ran down the membranes down to minimum up to late last year with the hope that having ordered in November, by about January, they would have had membranes. It turned out that because of the logistics problems globally, that those membranes have been delayed now by 6 months. So they're only coming towards the end of this month, first week of next month, and it'll take about 2 weeks to install and test and so on. So by about the middle of May, we will have an additional 2 million gallons of water on stream because we have the infrastructure in place already. We have the plants. It's just that some of the engines are shut down because they don't have the membranes. And I think that is extremely unfortunate because we would have given instructions to APU, and the assumption was that they had extras, in stock. And unfortunately, they dropped the ball there. We are told too that even the management of the distribution is not the best. So, for example, the representative minister Paul Chet Green had actually stated in our chat room, our ministerial chat room, that his constituency had not had water for about 5 days. Now, we found that to be extremely strange because English Harbour has its own RO plant. So after inquiries were made, you know what the problem was? A valve that was turned off prior was not turned back on. And this is the kind of slackness that we're getting from APUA that is just totally unacceptable. Now, we don't have concrete evidences yet, but this is something that we're watching because we're now being told that there are even opposition elements within APUA who may be sabotaging the delivery of the water by turning off these, these valves and not turning them back on. Because it wasn't the first time when Minister Chet Green mentioned it that it occurred, Prior to that, a few weeks before, a similar situation occurred somewhere around Cooks Hill.
Really?
And when they checked, they were out of water for nearly 2 weeks. When they checked, guess what? Somebody within APA turned off the valve and didn't turn it back on. I don't know what
that has to be deliberately done.
Politics trying to make the government look bad. When indeed what they're doing, they're causing people to suffer unnecessarily. So it's an issue that we have raised with the management. I've personally picked up the phone and I've asked the manager, the general manager, Mr. Martin, to literally micromanage this process. And even to have a little check sheet in place if an area announces that they have not had water for 5-7 days, check and see whether or not the valves are off. And if it is that we are seeing persistent sabotage, then these individuals have to be dealt with.
But let me ask you something, Prime Minister.
Allow the system to be sabotaging us during the period of crisis. And let me explain to here. Let me let you speak, and then
I was about to ask you, in all that we're hearing pertaining to the saboteurs and the sabotaging, what about the minister who is responsible? Is he aware of what's happening as well?
Well, as I said to you, this is just indicative information. We don't have any tangible evidence as yet.
Okay.
It is just circumstantial. But we have asked the management of APUA now to monitor this process properly to ensure whether or not it's deliberate and to target those who are deliberately undermining the delivery of water throughout the country.